When people ask me how I liked Blade Show, I reply, my feet hurt and I've lost my voice. But here we are today on Meet Your Maker. And here's Jarrett. Jarrett, tell us about what you're doing here.
So this is Firebeard Forge. This is my business. I started about 4 years ago in 2019. My goal is really to start making knives again that have a legacy. I want my knives to be passed down from father to son, from grandfather to son. And I just want, back in the old days, you know, it seemed like you would buy a knife and it just kept getting passed down, and that just doesn't seem to be the case anymore. So that's what I'm trying to start. That's what I'm passionate about. It's what I want to.
You're anti-disposable.
Yes, exactly.
You have a family heirloom and a relic.
Yes, exactly.
Very good.
And that's what I want to put out in the world. Something that, you know, something that somebody can buy and be proud of.
Excellent. So where would you like to start? Start?
Yeah,
okay.
We can start with this. Yeah. So this was I got inspired by a old scythe blade that we got out at a farmer's auction somewhere, and I was working on a Bowie knife out in the shop at one time, and I saw it and I was like, man, it's cool. It's like the Grim Reaper. And I was like, hey, well, if the Grim Reaper had a Bowie knife, what would it look like? And this is what I came up with.
It's the Reaper.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I really like making, like, you know, art pieces and things like that as well. It's something else that I'm passionate about.
All right, so let's go over and check out some of your blades.
So this is kind of like the run-of-the-mill. This is typically the steels that I use. I use W1. Everything with the Ramon is W1. It's a very high-quality tool steel. Good for Ramones. This is kind of like 100 series. And then we have the same shape and design, but with Damascus.
They're good-looking Damascus, too.
Thank you. Yeah. Typically I do ladder pattern and a lot of mosaics. All the woods are stabilized. I have a guy up in Pennsylvania that professionally stabilizes wood. I said I want to make a knife that has the materials that can make it last forever. So I try to use very high quality materials.
And you have a healthy selection of handle colors and everything.
Yep, exactly. I like to, you know, provide colors for everyone.
Beautiful work.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
That is gorgeous.
Thank you. Yeah, mosaic Damascus is one of my favorite things to make. It's, you know, the possibilities are endless when it comes to mosaic Damascus.
It all depends on how adventurous you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because I have a whole notebook full of patterns. I just don't have the bank account to buy all the skill to make it.
Sir, I think we have the same accountant.
Yeah.
So, tell us about your time on Forged in Fire.
So when I was on Forged in Fire, it was a really cool experience. It was funny because I sent, it was a guy that I worked with sent me a post from Instagram, you know, saying to apply, and I didn't think anything of it. And I was like, you know what, let me send him an email, see what comes of it. And that day, the producer reached out to me. He's like, hey, we'd love to set you up with an interview. And we went through, and probably within a week and a half's time from me initially sending that email to them calling me back saying that I was going to be on the show was about a week and a half. And I was telling them, I was like, man, I really hope this isn't a scam. I'm giving you guys a lot of my personal information. And he's like, don't worry, this is the fast part. So it was a really cool experience. I got to meet like the whole crew, all of the production guys, all the judges and stuff like that. So it was a really cool experience.
And you get to be a part of a growing forging family.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Very good, very good. And what season and episode were you in?
I was on, I think it was season 7, episode 16. The show title was called Sword in the Stone.
Very good. Now, you can also support him by buying some merch.
We got 2 designs.
2 designs. And of course, the hats. Well, Jarrett, thank you so much for spending time with us here today. And have a nice day.
Thank you. Thank you.